Like this.
Go.
IB Film Show, take one.
All right. Thank you, everybody, and thank you, as always, to our viewers at home. Welcome to another edition of the IB Film Show. I, as always, am your host, Mr. Shotwell, and I'm here today with Moo Money Films, who have just completed their latest production. The name of the film again?
I'm right here.
I'm right here. That's right. Okay, and immediately to my left is the production, or excuse me, the film's director, Oliver Martineau. Thank you for coming, Oliver. Immediately to his left, the picture cinematographer, Owen Lennon. Thank you for coming, Owen, as always. And then at the end of the table, the picture's editor, Matthew Jovel. What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's good to see you. So I want to check the film out, but before I figured, because I have you guys here, we'd discuss a little bit beforehand some of your specific roles in the film. Starting with you, Oliver, as the director. And my question for you is pretty general. It was a long process.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part of the production process, specifically as the leader of this entire production?
I really like the post-production process where you get to see everything that you spent weeks on. It all starting to come together, and that's also when you find out what certain things you have work and what certain things you have don't work, and then you get to pivot from there.
Well said. And I think you guys had to do the more improvisational part of filmmaking, which is how are we going to save certain things or align certain things. Yeah, terrific. Owen, cinematography. How did you, I don't so much have a question about the cinematography for you as I do about the pre-production and the planning process. The location is one of the more dramatic visual components of the film. How did you guys find and eventually settle on this location?
Well, initially we knew that we wanted to really hone in on the location because that would be the main emphasis of our movie because it's so tone and atmosphere driven.
Yeah.
So we had decided that we wanted to do with some abandoned locations. So we looked on Long Island trying to pick out where we wanted to do, just scouring, seeing different internet forums to see which people had recommended on which location we should maybe use and which people had previously shot at for a short film.
Oh, wow.
So we ended up using an abandoned psychiatric facility as our final location for our shooting.
Really cool. That's interesting. And I love the idea of looking into where other Long Island-based filmmakers have done these tone-based projects before. That's really cool. Matthew, as the editor, I know that when you guys got the footage back from production, you had some challenges with really dark shots that were maybe too dark at first for the viewer to see, but that you, alluding to what me and Oliver were talking about, needed to find a way to get them into the film and make them work. So can you talk a little bit about what you did in post to maybe brighten up some of the darker footage and make it usable and viewable in the final film?
Yeah, so to fix that, all the shadows and our shots, we had to work with the editing program and the color palette of the film. So we edited the color gradient, the whites and blacks, the shadows to fix that darkness you see in our shots.
Yeah, it seemed like a long process. Okay, so before we check it out, this will be the last film that you guys create as IB Film students. So I wanted to ask each of you at this juncture to reflect a bit on what type of filmmaker you would consider yourself to be right now and how you think that's reflected in this final film that you guys have just created. We can start with Oliver and go on down the line.
The kind of filmmaker I think I am right now, I don't know, do you have anything to say for that?
For me personally, I feel like I'm more atmosphere and tone driven at least because I feel that was at least with this film the real focal point of everything is just how it makes you feel while you're watching it and just the uneasiness that goes through it. So I feel at least speaking for myself, I feel I'm more just focused on the tone and just the overall atmosphere of while you're watching.
Interesting. I think this is a great reflection of that. And the two of you guys don't have to have an answer yet necessarily.
Oh, I think I just came up with an answer. He said a lot about atmosphere. I agree. I think in my films the sound design is really important because
Yeah.
the sound design is something that just is. It's a vessel for you to carry things that you can't show visually, if that makes any sense.
No, I
it's
think
it's a way to add dimension to a project.
Yeah.
And,
And you guys really leaned into sound on this project.
yeah. We try to do a lot in post to cover up,
Some of our flaws.
some of the flaws in film. But
Like any good filmmaker would.
I think I would also love to get more into a screenwriting role because I didn't get to do that as much on this specific project. But that's something I really want to explore, like practice telling stories
Cool.
that people want to
Great.
watch.
Fascinating. Matt?
Yeah, so I'd agree with Owen because I also think I'm a tone-driven filmmaker because you can see it in the film too. The editing had a lot to do with the tone of the film.
Definitely. And the adjustments to light that you made.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Should we check it out? Yeah. All right. One more reminder, the name of the film.
I'm right here.
I'm right here. All right. So without further ado, Moo Money for Productions, I'm Right Here. We hope you enjoy it.
Nah, I think I only heard that it was closed like 10 years ago or something. This place gives me the creeps. It's so damn cool. Oh, check this out.
You gotta help her. Fucking thing's murder.
I don't want to risk my life for her. I just want to get to the exit.
I got you there.
Where are we coming from? Dante? Dante? Dante?
Yeah! Yeah!
Thanks for coming back for me.
Cheer.
Right here. I want to trust you about it.
Yo, Dante. Did you find that girl name? What happened? Like, she need help or anything? Alright, I'm just trying to get out of here, so we gotta find a way out, alright? Let's go. Hello, Dante. I don't think I know my way out.
I know where it is.
Lead the way. Yo, Dante. The hell was that? Dante, I don't know if this is the way out, and I don't know about you, but I'm over this, and I'm just trying to leave.
Excellent. All right, thank you, fellas. Thank you for coming in, and thank you, as always, to our viewing audience at home. This has been another edition of the IB Film Show, and we will see you next time.